Hi, everybody. Welcome into Sports Talk Chicago. Great to see everybody here with us on the program today. We have so much Bears to get to. So if you're in a Bears mood, we have everything for you. There's a QB controversy here in Chicago. We'll talk about that. What's wrong with the center position? Plus, the Bears face off against the Raiders this weekend at home at Soldier Field. We're going to break everything down for you, give you a full preview of that matchup and that game. Do us a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button right here on YouTube. Hit up our great affiliates up across the top of that screen. We got Cities 92.9 FM down in Bloomington, HCTV, AM 1230 WJOB, and Jet TV. All of them are great affiliates who support this program and air it every single week on their radio and TV stations. We're appreciative of all of them. We're grateful to all of them, and we enjoy being in all their stations. You can follow us all over at Sports Talk Chicago. Follow me personally at John Z Sports. John Meadows is in the building, directing and producing. And also going to have some news, probably in the next week, about some more affiliates. We're going to have a couple of new logos near the top of your screen. We're very excited to talk about it. So stay tuned for all that. Probably going to come out next week. We're going to come out and formally announce everything and unveil our new and improved and expanded network of affiliates right here on Sports Talk Chicago. All of that is thanks to you and your support and your loyalty and your listenership. That's how we're able to grow and grow and grow. So more on that coming next week. Make sure you stay tuned for that as well. Bears fans may not want to hear this as I start off this program, but there might be a QB controversy on the Bears' hands. No, I'm not saying Tyson Bagent is better than Justin Fields. Don't freak out. That's not what I mean. What I'm talking about is the future of the Bears quarterback position. Not just right now, who's it going to be, Bagent or Fields? We all know who's better at this moment. Maybe Bagent turns into the next Brock Purdy, and all of a sudden we're talking about how much better he is than Fields. I highly doubt it. But the fact is, come the end of this season, even come right now, Bears fans have to start to think about what they need in a franchise quarterback, and does Justin Fields fulfill what they're looking for? This is a fair question. Last year, if you mentioned this, you'd be killed by Bears Twitter and Bears media. But today, based on how he's performed, the issues that he's had, the team as a whole not supporting him, all of these things could be considered in Fields and his future here in Chicago. A couple of articles here that stood out to me from the media. Chicago Sun-Times, Rick Moresi, a great columnist, been there for a long time, and I actually really love his columns. He said this, quote, "Time for the Bears to sit Justin Fields and give Tyson Bagent a real chance." And he said this to open up his column, his article, "I'd rather see more Tyson Bagent than more of the same from Justin Fields." This got a lot of flack on Twitter. People saying Moresi doesn't know what he's talking about, hurling accusations left and right. But even NBC Sports Chicago said, quote, "Justin Fields' injury give Bears a controversy-free look at Tyson Bagent." That's maybe a more proper way to say it, a proper way to discuss it. But here's the reality of the situation. Justin Fields is not going to play on Sunday. Matt Eberflus is doing the whole gamesmanship BS. I don't know why you're doing that when your team sucks anyway. You're 1-5. There's no need for gamesmanship. You're not going to throw off the Raiders by saying, hey, maybe he'll play. Sounds like a coach is going to be fired, and he will be. The fact is, we're going to see a lot of Tyson Bagent at minimum over the next 2 weeks to maybe 6 or 7 weeks, depending on if Justin Fields needs surgery for his thumb. That's still up in the air as we talk here tonight. We are going to see a lot of Tyson Bagent, and at this point, it's his job to lose, but everything to gain. He said in a press conference today, paraphrasing, that he's been around the block a little bit. There's never really been expectations for him, so he has nothing to lose. He's going to go out there and fight and rack up as many W's as he can until Justin Fields comes back. This kid's attitude is great. He didn't have the best, most glamorous opening performance last week. Definitely not. A couple of turnovers, a strip sack that turned into a scoop and score for Minnesota, and a pick near the end of the game as the Bears were trying to drive downfield and potentially win. People weren't happy about it. Some people even called him a bust, ironically enough, after a couple of series of play. I pointed this out last week, and for those who may have missed it, I want to point it out again. I'm not saying Tyson Bagent today is better than Justin Fields, but I will say this. Justin Fields, throughout this season specifically, has had how many pick sixes in the fourth quarter? How many times has Justin Fields thrown an interception in a key situation? How many times has he fumbled the football in general? That's Justin Fields, who's a third-year quarterback who's certainly established and certainly shouldn't be making dumb mistakes like that. Tyson Bagent's an undrafted rookie who's on his first series, first game ever in the NFL. They're doing the same things, right? Now, you could say the offensive line is bad, and certainly is, that causes a lot of these turnovers, a lot of these rushed situations with the quarterback in the pocket. But the fact is, one quarterback's a top 11, top 12 pick who's in his third year in football. The other is an undrafted free agent who was signed by the Bears, who's now a rookie and went to a D2 school. Okay, there's a big difference here. A huge difference. One has nothing to lose, as he said himself, Tyson Bagent. The other is a third-year quarterback, and the Bears have to make a decision on their future with him soon because there are so many top prospects coming up in this upcoming NFL draft. See what I mean? This isn't a clear-cut, easy situation for the Bears and for Justin Fields. I feel for Fields in the sense that the injury could not have come at a worse time. That's what sucks, because if he was really going to continue to play bad, let's see it get ugly. You know why? That way it's so convincing, and everybody, even the front office, understands, all right, we cannot move forward with Justin Fields. But now that he's hurt, there's always going to be this cloud of mystery over what could have been, or maybe if he got better, or we'll see if he could get better. I think, personally, I've seen enough. This is not a personal attack on Justin Fields. Nice guy off the field, good person in the community, certainly a good ambassador for the Bears, and made people excited about this team again after Mitch Trubisky and what happened there and how bitter things kind of ended. But the fact is, as a football quarterback, he's just not it. He's just not it. Okay, we're seeing the same mistakes that he made in his first year, second year, now third year. Last week, he would not have come back to win that game. He looked horrible. His offensive line didn't help him, but there were times in which he had 8-9 seconds in the pocket, couldn't do anything. There were times in which he had guys wide open, like DJ Moore again, downfield. Missed him, didn't even look in his direction, didn't even throw it to him. This is a third-year quarterback here. This is not some novice rookie, second year, or second game in the NFL. This is somebody who was supposed to be better than Mitch Trubisky. Everyone who said he was a deer in the headlights, right? Mitch Trubisky. Oh, horrible field vision. One-read quarterback. Well, you know what? Justin Fields is looking like a one-read quarterback now, isn't he? He's missing wide-open guys downfield. He's missing wide-open guys near him. He's taking too long to throw the football. And that's leading to more sacks, more fumbles, more picks, and more issues for the Bears offense. Is all of this on him? No, never said that. Offensive line is one of the worst in football. Still, Ryan Pohl's promise did get better, and the center situation appalls me. We're going to talk about that in our second segment. The fact that nobody on the Bears is capable of snapping a football blows my mind. And believe me, we're going to get into that in segment 2. It's not all on Fields. I'm not going to sit here and totally bash him for what's been going on, but has he done his part? The answer is no to that question, and it's an emphatic no. He has not done his part. Now he's hurt. Injury is going to force him to sit out of the field for at least a couple of games here. Tyson Bagent's going to have an opportunity to do something. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's going to pull a rabbit out of his butt and go 4-0 and win a lot of games and throw well. It's not going to happen, but I'm curious. There's intrigue, as there should be. He's a rookie quarterback. He's undrafted. We don't know what's going to happen. Is he going to unseat Justin Fields? No, he's not. But based on how he plays and based on what he does, here's where the real question lies. Now, if Bagent plays well in 4, 5, 6 games, right? Does that show that Bagent should be a starter next year? No, but it does show that Justin Fields clearly doesn't get it. It's going to be the same offensive coordinator, same offensive line, same head coach, same GM, same personnel. If Bagent outplays Fields, then we'll all know, okay, something's wrong with Justin Fields. And that's what I'm trying to get at here. We could watch Bagent play, and we could gain so much from it. We can understand more about this Bears offense, more about him, more about Justin Fields. So really, Bagent's correct. There is no pressure on him. There is 0 ounce of pressure on him. He has nothing to worry about. The real pressure, unfortunately, is going to be on Justin Fields because he has to sit on the sideline and watch, which sucks. But number 2, if Bagent actually wins a couple of games, if Bagent outperforms him, if Bagent does great, what's that say about Justin Fields? What's that say about Justin Fields? You don't need an answer from me. I think everybody in the room knows what that says and what that means for him and his future here. I don't think Justin is broken. I think there's an opportunity for him somewhere else in the NFL with a more stacked offense to play well. And I heard this the other day, and this was pretty interesting. Somebody told me, hey, I don't think he's a bust, but if he went to a good team and had all the right pieces, he'd be a top 15 quarterback. That's what I said about Mitch Trubisky. That's what a lot of people said about Mitch. Only one is being defended till people die. The other was ostracized and told to leave. And one more thing, too, that goes with this quarterback controversy, because I'm seeing it now and I want to nip it in the bud. The media fanboying has gotten out of control. What happened to, let's objectively talk about something. Let's objectively state the facts and then get our opinions from said facts, right? I'm not going to get into it fully, but if you go on Twitter, if you go read publications, if you read what everyone's saying, and we do this on this program, we cover narratives, the narrative shift has been unbelievable. In the sense of, a couple of years ago, there was a quarterback here in Chicago who was under similar circumstances and was thrown out of town. Today, there's a quarterback under the same circumstances who's being defended till he dies. I don't understand why there's a disconnect there, and I don't understand why media decides to pick favorites all the time. Some don't. These articles I read you are not favoritism, or not favoritist articles. Rick Morissy's right down the middle. He's always been, because he knows sports in this city are mediocre at best. He knows, and he's not afraid to say anything. But there are many out there who called for Mitch Trubisky to be out of here and now sit here and say, well, Justin Fields, it's not his fault. He's still a great quarterback. No, he's not. He's not a great quarterback. There was some who said he'd be an MVP candidate this year. He's an electric, potential great player. No, he's not. He's average. He is average. Last year was better than this year. But you know what? If you look up his numbers last year, you guys understand he only had 2,200 passing yards, right? I'm not saying that, I know he had 1,000+ rushing yards, but he only had 2,200 passing yards. And even this year, his rating's at a 91. That's not bad at all. It's solid. 11 touchdowns and 6 picks. His overall career record, 6-25. 6-25 is his record. You could say all you want about the Bears tanking last year and how things ended, but the fact is Justin Fields is just not getting it done. There are other teams who've already cut quarterbacks like this, who've already moved on from quarterbacks like this. The Bears have given Fields 3 years. We're still seeing the same mistakes, if not a regression from Fields. No. That's troubling to me. That's scary to me. So, yes, there is a quarterback controversy. I'm not saying Bagent's going to take Fields' job. But come the end of this year, if Fields is hurt or not, if he comes back or not, I think it's over. And that's not controversial. That's not being mean. That's not kicking on somebody when they're hurt. The fact is, whether Fields got hurt or not, we've seen enough to make an evaluation and a determination. And I ask you this to end. Would anybody out there pay Justin Fields $200 million and give him a 6 or 7 year contract? Or conversely, you have the number 1 pick in the draft, you're going to take Caleb Williams. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're not going to pay Justin Fields that much money over that amount of time for this performance. I'd rather take the top pick and start fresh knowing there's a future instead of paying somebody when you already know what you're going to get. And what you're going to get is a 6-25 record, barely any passing output, and constant questions about durability, field vision, and making things happen and winning football games. You got to win to stick around. Justin Fields, unfortunately, is not getting it done.